6:48, time for the morning rush. Now, the Farmington police chief is calling for an apology from a state representative after she compared ICE to the KKK. Now, this happened during a legislative committee meeting last week. Farmington Police Chief Steve Hevy says that Democratic Representative Eleanor Chavez took things too far as she spoke out about an incident that unfolded the day before in southern New Mexico. We did reach out to Representative Chavez, but she did not return our calls.
A candidate for Albuquerque mayor is dropping out of the race. Daniel Chavez, who owns a local parking company, tells News 13 that after recent polling results, he does not see a viable path forward. An Albuquerque Journal poll over the weekend shows Chavez had less than 6% of the vote. 6 candidates remain in the running. Ryan.
And beginning to really feel more like fall out there. We have only a few thunderstorms in the forecast today. The monsoon is ending with that rich moisture plume from the south, transitioning more to a westerly, drier flow. And it does appear that fall will be warmer and a little bit on the dry side, but we'll keep an eye on the forecast ahead.
The Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office is investigating a homicide near a Dollar Tree in the South Valley. Excuse me. Now, deputies were called out to Goff Boulevard near Arenal Road around 7:15 yesterday morning. When they arrived, they found a man dead on the sidewalk. BCSO has not released the identity of the man who died and has not named any suspects.
The Albuquerque Police Department is asking for help finding a missing woman. 63-year-old Stephanie Hunt was last seen near Juantabo and Lomas on September 19th. She was wearing a red Circle K t-shirt with gray sweatpants and dark blue shoes. If you know where she may be, you're asked to call the APD Missing Persons Unit. Ryan.
And looking at Balloon Fiesta this weekend, just a very early look at the forecast. Maybe a little bit breezy, especially aloft, especially in the afternoon. So the morning time frames may be pretty good with green flags, and Sunday morning does appear to be the cooler morning.
Medical officials there are taking a new approach to treatment in one of the state's most drug-ridden cities. After receiving a grant from the state through the Rural Health Care Fund, Presbyterian Espanola Hospital is now the new home to a drug treatment center. The goal is to create a one-stop shop that's for patients on their way to recovery with peer support specialists and a caseworker.
This morning, a big step forward for plans to bring a soccer stadium to Balloon Fiesta Park. The city of Albuquerque awarded the project to Whale Construction and says following Balloon Fiesta, work to build the stadium in the parking lot east of Balloon Fiesta Park will begin. There's no set opening date for the stadium, but the city is aiming for 2028.
NMSU is now inviting the public inside of its Sacramento Mountains Observatory. The Apache Point Observatory, which is located about 17 miles south of Cloudcroft, will host an open house. It's going to be on October the 11th from 10 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. Tours, astronomer talks, and interactive demos are going to be part of that project, and ages 10 and up must be able to climb 3 flights of stairs. Sign-up info is available at the link to that at alwaysonkRQE.com. Ryan.
And taking a look at traffic right now, looking mostly calm out there. It is building up. Looking at the Big I-40 East, we do notice that traffic is starting to slow up below speed limits, but otherwise no major incidents. And more updates for later today.
2,088 pounds. That is the weight of the pumpkin that took the top prize at a weigh-off in Washington State. That happened on Sunday in Kent, Washington at the Carpinito Brothers' 4th annual pumpkin weigh-off. The grower of the top pumpkin took home the first place prize of $6,000. This year's winner was 164 pounds less than last year's winner.
Now time for the 5 facts.
At number 5, NMSU is now inviting the public inside of its Sacramento Mountains Observatory. The Apache Point Observatory, which is about 17 miles south of Cloudcroft, is going to be hosting an open house on October the 11th from 10 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. That will include tours, astronomer talks, and interactive demos. Ages 10 and up must be able to climb 3 flights of stairs. You can find the link for sign-up info at alwaysonkRQE.com.
Number 4, a candidate for Albuquerque mayor is dropping out of the race. Daniel Chavez, who owns a local parking company, tells News 13 that after recent polling results, he does not see a viable path forward. An Albuquerque Journal poll over the weekend showed Chavez had less than 6% of the vote. While Chavez is dropping out, he will appear on the ballot. 6 candidates remain in the running.
And at number 3, temperatures on the climb with monsoon season ending and morning temperatures on the chilly side of things, but in the lower elevations, valley floors, temperatures near normal today in the 70s and 80s, upper 70s to 80s throughout the next few days, in some areas to the south in the 90s.
And number 2, medical officials are taking a new approach to treatment in one of the state's most drug-ridden cities. After receiving a grant from the state through the Rural Health Care Fund, Presbyterian Espanola Hospital is the new home to a drug treatment center. The goal is to create a one-stop shop for patients on their way to recovery with peer support specialists and a caseworker. The hospital hopes to help maintain a long-term change for patients with a treatment plan they say works better than ever before. The center is waiting on a license from the state before they can open.
And at number one, the Farmington police chief is calling for an apology from a Democratic state representative after she compared ICE to the KKK and said that she wants local police and state police to stop working with them. Now, that happened during a legislative committee meeting last week. Farmington Police Chief Steve Hebby says that Representative Eleanor Chavez took things too far. She spoke out about an incident that unfolded the day before in southern New Mexico. We did reach out to Representative Chavez, but she did not return our calls.